Hello, my collector, my loves. How are you doing? We are going to tap into, try to personalize with a little bit of the makeshift cards and see if we can figure out who your person is and what they have going on and what they want to say. Let's see what the energy is, okay? For those of you who are up at this hour, I know that I am channeling in different countries, so some of you, it's already daytime for you, and some of you it is wee hours of the morning, like myself. Okay, so let's see, collective, what is going on? What is the energy, and who is your person? Let's just go ahead and sage our work area right quick. How are you? Oh, happy birthdays before I forget. To my Virgos, happy birthday. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. All right, let's get in. Let's see what's going on with my collector. Here, let's get this going so we can get this out of my way. All right. Who is the person on the collective mind? This is the makeshift. So we'll pull the energy. We're going to see who your person may be, and then we're going to pull some energy, see what's going on with your person, what they want to say to you, how you're feeling, or let's just see what they say, the energy. You know what? Let me pull a golden wisdom. I haven't done this in a minute. You guys might need to know this, and then we'll pull clarify your person. Because I'm just being told to do this. Hold on. Okay. I'm being pulled this way, so I want to see what Spirit wants you guys to know, and then we'll look into who your person is. One more. Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. All right. What is it that you want to flow? Right out the bat. Okay. Jade Mountain. Okay. So definitely we have the green out here. So we're dealing with some heart chakra out here for sure. Somebody's not in their heart chakra, or you guys are giving yourself a lot of self-love at this moment, okay? So something magical is going to happen to you soon. You're gonna feel like celebrating something. Maybe somebody's gonna come through. Maybe somebody's gonna propose to you. We're gonna have to look into it. But something is making you feel like you're ready to celebrate, or you will be celebrating something soon, okay? Some of you need to take some time back, sit back, think about what you've accomplished, be happy for where you've come from, where you were, all right? Because you've come a long way. I feel like some of you were in relationships that were toxic, that were, that you were pouring all the love in yourself. It was one-sided, manipulation stuff. So some of you may have had to leave a job, or having problems with a job, or family, or finances with the green out here. So you just need to take some time to realize how far you've come, have some gratitude for what all you experienced, and take those lessons with you to move forward, because something good is coming for you, okay? And you went through some things because there were some things you needed to learn. Maybe you needed to learn boundaries. Maybe you need to learn self-love. Maybe you need to learn to listen to your intuition, follow your heart, and use wisdom, discernment when you make your decisions, okay? But card is letting you know that you are on the right path, definitely. So be joyful, remain joyful. What you put out is what you get in, no matter what. Know that life is beautiful, even if the situation doesn't work out for you. There is still beauty in what is there, and there is always beauty in what you don't see. So always take the time to look within, and just know that as you love, the more love you put out, the more love is going to come in, okay? See, you coming away from the water. You've done a lot of crying. Some of you've done a lot of crying in the past of a relationship, and you're moving forward, all right? And you're moving forward because you are going to have something to celebrate. You're no longer allowing yourself to be caught up in that past anymore, okay? So that was the wisdom card for you. Let's get the energy, and then we'll find out who. All right, what is the energy for this? For my collective that's gone through a lot and is now moving forward and are looking back at the lessons. Yep, seventh chakra, accurate Uriel. Seventh chakra, I told you, you guys are using your intuition now. You're using wisdom, you're using discernment, and the choices that you make now. This is a 41, it goes to a 5. You've done some changes, okay? You've changed, you've elevated, you've overcome challenges in your life, okay? You've overcome feeling a feeling of disappointment and abandonment, feeling like you know, somebody didn't love you, or you feeling like somebody was not giving you support. You know, some of you could have dealt with some financial loss, and your money is getting better, but you're getting downloads from the divine. You're using your intuition, you're meditating more, you're getting into alignment, you're using wisdom for sure, okay? And the fact that this is Uriel talks about elimination. So your path is definitely on the right path. It's being eliminated for you, okay? Some of you are receiving heavenly insights, downloads. You're seeing angel numbers that are popping up, or different music. Someone might be telepathically sending you, but your intuition is really speaking to you at this moment, okay? And that's a good thing. So let's just see what's going on. Like, who did my collective have to walk away from? Who did their intuition guide them from? And who did they have to use discernment to move, to know to move, to focus on themselves? Who was this person? Not to split this deck in half for sure. And when I did split it in half because I couldn't do it, what came out is 7th house. That talks about partnerships and relationships. So definitely you were in some type of partnership, whether it was business or romantic, but you had to use your discernment and use your wisdom to deal with that partnership with the 7th house, okay? It represents partnerships, romantic, and one-on-one interaction. So how you interacted with your children, your family, your friends, your neighborhoods, your community, all right? And it's funny, the next one was purple that came out. So purple is representative of the crown chakra, which we talked about because this was it, the 7th chakra, the crown chakra. So definitely you received downloads. Your spirit guide, your spirit team, the divine gave you downloads on how to proceed and how to use discernment in the relationships that you were in, okay? So now let's go ahead and personalize for your person. Who is my collective's person? Who is Alexa, please R&B? Who is my collective's person? Personalize for me, please, Alexa. She's not listening. Timing card. So let me pull a timing card. All right, so let's get a timing card right quick for you guys, because I'm being asked to pull a timing card. All right, let's put this up here. Why do you let me pull a timing card? Let's put the timing card. Spirit guys, take the timing. What's going on? It's way too many. Spirit guys, give me a timing card. Okay, thank you. July 21st. That may mean something to you. Something could happen July of next year. You guys could be a Cancer. You could have been born on July 21st, I believe. If that might be it, I'm right top of my head. It's either a Cancer or Leo. Okay, might be the cusp of Cancer and Leo. So some of you might be a Leo, some of you might be a Cancer. Something could have happened on July 21st, okay? Something could have, 21 might mean something to you. You might be 21, your birthday could be on 21st. 21 is the world card, so that does specify completion, fulfillment, and integration. So you guys completed the cycle, okay? And again, with the purple being out here, when you guys, and you did, because you moved away. With this water in the background, you moved away and you're going towards more peaceful, happy things, okay? And you did use your crown chakra in a partnership or relationship that you had to move away from it. And some of you could have just recently got out of a relationship during the month of July, okay? Or not only that, but this is when you could have wrapped up. It could have been July of last year. It could have been July of this year that you use your discernment to know that you need to walk away from a situation. And there is going to be peace and happiness for you because you have the sun out here that's on the horizon. So you do have happiness coming. You are going to see beauty in a relationship, okay? So tell me more. That's the timing card they wanted me to pull for you guys to let you know that a cycle is completed. So no more heartache for you. Nothing but peace, happiness, things coming for you. Great moments coming for you, okay? Whether it's money, partnerships, businesses, something you're starting, it's coming for you. It's going to manifest for you. It's on the horizon. All right, someone could have had a Honda car, Honda truck, all right, that you were involved with, or you yourself may have a Honda. Hold on, guys. This card got turned. Okay. What else, Spirit guys? What else? Somebody's has some bad credit right now. Your person could be dealing with some credit issues, could be going through some karma right now if you're not the one with the karma, or you could be walking away. Your credit could be bad right now, and on the horizon it's going to improve, okay? Because you may have just been struggling with finances from your past is one of the things that you had to work on and walk away from. So you might be working on your finances right now, and you're in the process of, fixing up your credit if this is not your person, okay? Sun coming out here. So some of you definitely, your person or yourself was in ego, because the sun talks about core identity, ego, and self-awareness. So some of you could have been dealing with somebody that was very much in their ego during your relationship, and that's why you had to move on, because it's all about them, whatever made them happy. They were worried about how they looked, their self-awareness, what their friends were going to think, how the family, how they present themselves in the community. Some of you could be in your ego or your pride as well, that or could be in it now, or you could have been in it at some point in a relationship, if not your person. And you need to look at your core identity. You need to look at how you represent yourself to the world, how you want people to see you, okay? Are you seeing in a positive light, a negative light? Like, think about how, are you out here walking with integrity, and doing things from the heart, doing things with love and care, not expecting you, or are you out here, being a bad boy or a bad girl? Some of you are single right now, okay, or you're dealing with somebody who wants to be single because they're in their ego and they didn't know how to fix a relationship the person moved on from, or they want to be single and didn't tell you, okay? And maybe your person was from Georgia, that you were dealing with, okay? Or maybe you're from Georgia. Your person's name could have been Georgia, the street could be Georgia. They could have been born or raised in Georgia. What else, Spirit Guides? We have red. Somebody could have had a red Honda, okay? Somebody could be in a relationship with somebody that drives a red Honda. The red Honda could be somebody from Georgia or in Georgia. Somebody could have a nickname Red. They could be, us African Americans, we call people red bones. So I'm dealing with somebody who's a red bone, okay? Somebody has an STD. All right, and either spiritually transmitted disease or sexually transmitted disease, but somebody's working with the STD, all right? And it could have been because they're out here in their ego, messing around, okay? Somebody could have been the west side. I don't know if Georgia has the west side to it, of different counties, different places, but, or your person doesn't have to be in Georgia, but they can be, they could live on the west side. But this person deals with the STD, and this is somebody that was acting out of their root chakra. So this is something that, something happened in their childhood. This is somebody that has issues going on with their stability, okay? Someone could have come from a family that they saw of people who were lustful, and they're lustful. Your person name could be Martinez, Hernandez, or Lopez, or that could be a street, family surname, last name, first name, middle name, put it where it goes, okay? Somebody could be in Jackson County or St. Lucie County. I'm not really sure where those are. I don't know if they're in Georgia or not, but if you're from there, okay? Somebody lied about you. They lied about the relationship they had with you, okay? They possibly lied about why the relationship came to an end with you. They possibly lied and said that there was never anything going on with you, but somebody definitely was not truthful in regards to you, okay? Not at all. Blue. Somebody may have a blue Honda, blue car, something about blue. They like blue. Somebody could have a name Allen, Wright, or Scott. And someone could live in Palm Beach County, Union County, or Clay County. All right, what else? Tell me, Spirit Guys. Ooh, what's flying out here? Somebody could be getting married. All right, somebody could have been married. Somebody could be taking a trip to a wedding. To a wedding. I said all right. Could be taking a trip to a wedding in one of those counties that I named. You might be attending a wedding. You might be going somewhere, or somebody could be engaged, or it may ask you for a higher level commitment to be engaged to you, okay? Rapunzel comes up here, so we're dealing with somebody who's now ready and willing to step outside of their comfort zone. All right, they're curious about what you have going on, and they feel like something that you're doing is outside of your comfort zone. We have the color black out here. Somebody might like to wear black, might have a black Honda, because we did have Honda as our car from here. All right, let's give me two more, just two more, and then let's get into the read. Two more, Spirit Guide. Anything in here? Oh gosh. Villain. Okay, so someone was a villain in the situation. All right, your ex possibly. It says selfish, often seeks power and control. So somebody that you dealt with, I already had that earlier. I told you somebody was acting out in their their ego, okay? So somebody definitely could have been very selfish. Selfish with their time, selfish with their feelings, their energy, all right? Selfish with their heart, not telling you, where you stood, how they felt. Selfish when it came to communication. They held back. They blew hot and cold, all right? This is somebody who wanted to control you, control the relationship, was afraid of releasing control of their life to you. They wanted to be single, but they wanted to control how the relationship goes. So they put you in basically a friends with benefit situation instead of relationship, and they probably play mind games with you. Again, now we have engaged. So we have engaged in wedding. Okay, so it's either somebody's engaged and is getting ready to get married, planning a wedding date, or somebody wants to sees you as potential wifey or husband material, and they want to propose some type of commitment to you. Okay, because we do have engaged and wedding out here. Or you might find out that somebody's engaged. You could find out that somebody who's in Georgia is engaged to someone else, or somebody from Georgia, or engaged to somebody that lives in or from Georgia. Okay, one more, spirit guys, or I guess that's gonna be it. One. Okay, one more. Not where I'm gonna do one more. Okay, that's too many. Can't take that. One more, and then we're gonna get into the read. All right, here we have mind. Silence, no verbal communication. So we have a mime out here. All right, so with the mime, you guys are definitely, there's no communication going on between you. Or if there is communication, you both are sitting on the phone and there's periods of time where there's just complete silence. Nobody's really saying anything, okay? A mime is also somebody who puts on a performance, someone who pretends or acts in a way that acts out without using words. So somebody could be, their actions, they might not be telling you how they feel. They may not be saying anything to you, but you're just watching how they're acting, how they're presenting themselves to you, their lack of action, okay? Because we have a mind here. So somebody that, does all this and doesn't really say anything, but you have to figure out. And that's probably what you're tired of too, that you moved away from. You always trying to figure out what the hell somebody meant or what they wanted, what they do, because they not saying anything to you, and all you had to go by was their actions. Okay, so tell me more, spirit guides, about this relationship. What was going on with this person? What were they miming? What was the no verbal communication with this person about what they had going on? Yeah, they definitely have a tower moment coming. Okay, they have their foundation is crumbling. Whatever they built or whatever they thought was going to be their stability or their backup stability is an upper fail. They could have gone towards another situation, didn't tell you about it. Again, with mime out here, and again we have STDs out here. They were in a core identity. All right. They didn't tell you that possibly they got engaged to someone. They might be thinking of marrying somebody. They could pick up an STD from somebody. They want to be single. They didn't tell you about that. But whatever happened, it was an upsetting event that caused you some heartache, which you had to move from, that you work on. If that has not happened, it's going to happen. You might find out something that is going to be an upsetting event for you, okay? But, you're being protected. I gotta read this two ways, you guys. I have to read this umbrella as you being spiritually protected, you being protected by your ancestors, your spirit team from whatever this tower is. Yes, it may hurt. Yes, you might find out some things, but it might be what you need to move on. Okay. I feel like, well, also with this being the red, you guys are taking your power back, all right? Or you feel like you have a need for protection. You might be leaning or going towards someone for protection, for talking, for answers. But I also have to read this too, in as a negative, with this tower out here, that maybe someone was trying to protect you from something, or they're trying to cover something, keep you from knowing something, all right? Protect their secret, all right? And we'll do more into it. Tell me more. Somebody who was living a fast life on the fast lane. Somebody could have been traveling recently on the road on vacation. All right. Someone definitely was being secretive. And that's why I told you I had to read that umbrella in a negative way for you as well, to tell you somebody was trying to protect a secret. Okay. A secret that they know is going to cause you some heartache. A secret that they know that you're not going to want to hear. You're not going to like. We're going to try to figure out what that was. Somebody could have been on the down low. All right, somebody definitely had a hidden agenda, and someone is acting like a hoe. Let's just say it. This is hoe-like material, okay? Fast life, hanging out, wheels and everything. Somebody was running away. Somebody didn't pay attention to the red flags. We do have red out here. I'm going to tell you 3 times, because if you remember, I had the card that said red. We now have the red umbrella as well as the red card with the red heel shoes. So, red is definitely pertinent in this. So somebody, again, could have the name red, or with this red, there was a lot of warning signs. You're being warned by your spirit team who's trying to protect you, okay? To go away from a situation. Do not proceed with the situation, okay? Yes, you're getting insight. You need to use your discernment. You have the owl out here, wisdom, all right? Somebody definitely is protecting you. Somebody's telling you that you need to decipher a mystery. You need to decipher something that's going to come to light. You need to see the truth behind what's really going on. Some of you are not willing to see the truth, okay? Some of you are trying to not pay attention to the red flags, all right? So this also talks about looking at things from all angles. Don't just look at things from one perspective, but you need to really use your discernment. You really need to make some wise choices, and you really need to look at things from different angles and get some good advice from somebody, okay? Get good advice from somebody who actually sees the truth that you're not willing to see right now because you're protecting yourself with the umbrella, because it's time for you to be clear on your decisions, clear on your choices. Think with a clear mind, okay? Use your clarity. Have clear, precise decisions, all right? The spirit guides are communicating with you, all right? They're telling you to look within. You need to look within with this thing. Somebody that you're dealing with is for the trash, okay? They have trash behavior, trashy patterns, all right? A trashy way of thinking, all right? The relationship is over, it's dead, it's time to move on, all right? You need to toss it in the trash. Stop trying to hold on from something from the past that you don't need anymore, okay? Waiting for something about them to change, because you're just going to find yourself in a sticky situation. You're going to put yourself in another jam and another predicament where you're going to be on the negative receiving end, okay? And your future's not going to go out like you have it planned at all right? So it's time to let go of that stress in life, okay? Move on and start a new life for yourself. Again, with the red, there's a lot of red. So whatever you're thinking, okay, if you're thinking about reconciliation, if you're thinking about this person back, if you're thinking about the past, if you're thinking about I want this person, if you're thinking like you're trying to figure out what was going on, like you have a lot of red out here, you need to stop. Stop, assess, stop, drop, roll. Like the fireman, fire truck. I don't know why that just came to me, but fire trucks. Stop, drop, roll. Stop, look at the situation from all angles, and roll. Move the hell on. Get out of the fire. Okay? Get away from it. Where's the fire? No, what else, spirit guys? Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, see, this is not a good card. I'm gonna tell you that. No, this is somebody's spine. All right. You need to see things clearly. Someone's watching you, somebody's gossiping about you, somebody's speaking at you, or either you're watching somebody, you're gossiping somebody, or you're doing research on somebody, you're stalking, you don't want. But either way, there goes. Somebody's slandering your name. If you're either slandering somebody's name by how they treat you, or somebody's slandering your name, them, or the third party, whoever they're with, okay? Although I don't have really a lot of third party stuff out here, but somebody just needs to look deeper into a situation, okay? You really need to look deeper. You need to have a fresh mindset. Look at it from a new set of eyes. Look at the situation that with all this red out here. You really need to look at that. Be flexible. Be adaptable. Okay. Start a new beginning. With the white out here, you're spiritually is trying to help you see things from another way. Somebody, they're giving you knowledge. Okay. You need to fill your cup that's half full. Converse with friends, or just like holding a cup of love. Somebody also could have a substance abuse as well, or this talks about celebration. We have wedding out here, so somebody might be getting ready to celebrate a new relationship or a new commitment that they're in, okay? So you need to look at that. Somebody's being sneaky. They're still hiding something from you, especially with this umbrella, just coming up on an umbrella. You got to know that somebody's messing around with somebody else. We're starting to get some third-party activity out here. We do have the hoe. We do have the red. We do have the sneaky out here. Somebody is trying to be sneaky, witty, and quick, okay, about what they're doing. There is a fox in the hen house. Fox usually travel in packs. This person's alone. So this is somebody who wants to be alone. They want to be left alone, okay? This is somebody being sneaky. They walked away from the pack. So whatever relationship they have, it might be somebody that's coming to see you while they're engaged or involved with someone else. So, they're going to have you in your tears, okay? Somebody might be traveling to you at nighttime. You need to see the silver lining behind what's going on, okay? You need to do some soul searching and know that something's not right in the situation. Look at it from all ends as well, okay? Somebody's just trying to hop from one situation to the next, all right? So you can't do that. They're just bouncing back and forth, bouncing in and out of your life. You need to stop allowing them to do that, all right? Otherwise, you're going to repeat a cycle. It's time to move on. Let go, okay? Renew yourself. Progress forward, all right? So tell me more, spirit guides. What else is going on in this person's environment? Like, what is it that we know that they moved on from a situation? We know that they're getting, yeah, balance and harmony. You need to balance yourself out. Go towards your happiness. Get in alignment with yourself. You do have happiness coming in because we did have that moving from a situation, okay? I feel like you, collective, might be in your head or feeling the loss of the person that you're with, okay? But for some of you, that person's thinking about you. But again, you're protected. Divine is protecting you. So if you're feeling depressed, if you're feeling lost, if you're feeling like you're having trouble finding that peace and harmony in your life, just know that divine, my angel is protecting you. There was a divine intervention that came and separated you from whoever this person was in your past, possibly somebody from Georgia who has an STD. You're being prevented from harm. Maybe you're being prevented and you keep having these red cards, stop, to tell you, hey, look, this person has an STD. Not only do they have STD, but they may be engaged with somebody. They may be looking at getting married. They definitely made a commitment to somebody, okay? They're not saying nothing to you, but you need to pay attention to their actions, because their actions are saying a lot. Not their words, but their actions. And you're being protected from having this depression and this heartache and this tower moment, okay? But I feel like some of you are just envious of maybe the fact that your person moved on, okay? Maybe you feel like you're in a competition. Maybe you're just discontent with how the relationship was going. But you need to stop, all right? You need to stop. Some of you, again, we have another red. Another red. Caution, stop. Somebody is looking at settling down in another relationship, okay? They want security in another relationship, all right? They may be working on maybe somebody they got with somebody that feel like has more money, has more to offer, or just wealthy in the sense of spiritual or just whatever. Doesn't always have to be finances, but somebody is on the fast life. We have two red cards out here at the fast life. You need to move forward. That red 2 means stop and move forward as well, okay? Stop, move forward. So what else is there, spirit guides? Give me what else is there with this person in the collective's mind that they need to move on, the beauty that they need to see with this person. All right, yeah, again, guardian angels are protecting you. Ancestors above are guarding you, watching you. Lost loved ones are watching over you. Okay, they're watching over you. They're trying to, some of you might be need to manifest and tell, your angels what you want, your guardian angels what you want, divine what you want, exactly what you want, know what you want, okay? I feel like some of you are spying on your previous lover. Or also somebody has their eyes on you and doing research on you. But I feel like you might be researching now, spying on them, okay? But somebody needs to be getting ready to wine and dine. If you are manifesting new love, somebody might have their eye on you and may ask you out on a date, okay? So get ready to get wine and dine for some of you as well. Give me some love and messages for my collective. Somebody is interested in you, want to take you on a date, want to flirt with you. Be open to people, to blooming romance. Be open to, somebody wanting to take you out, and let go of this right here, all right? That person that you were chasing, it was they were codependent. They had a fear of abandonment, all right? You need to stop chasing them and ascend forward with yourself, all right? Prepare for a new phase, a new union, all right? Learn the lessons from the past and let them go, all right? Stop. There's somebody's sabotage. Don't you sabotage your new beginning, okay? By having a lack of confidence. Somebody, again, though, your previous person, for some of you, they were just in their ego and fear. This is the second time I have ego out here. Somebody was in their ego about the situation, okay? So what my angels had to say, because I do have a lot of angels on my board, what my angels had to say to the collective. Just like, ooh, a flyer. I like a jumper. Okay, what is my jumper? Opportunity. You have an opportunity coming for you that you're going to get a lot of abundance for. A new opportunity could be love, whatever your abundance looks like for you. Love, money. There are a lot of coins, so I do feel like there's going to be money coming your way, okay? Also ask help from others. Don't be afraid, because we also had out here, remember, we had asked your guardian angels to manifest and talk to your guardian angels about what you want. So tell them what you want, okay? If you're wanting more money, if you want a career, if you want an abundance, tell them. Whether that abundance is love, don't be afraid as you're healing to ask people for help, to talk to someone, okay? do that as well. But you do have an opportunity coming that you can really manifest from and make money. All right, so this is my reading for you today. Hope that you enjoyed it or resonated. If so, like, share, subscribe, and I'll put it up for you.